lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with. Get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my. Zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they. Going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a. Like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the. Gently.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Let's go.
Second down, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. There for the tackle, Blair Brown.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got a first down of inside of midfield. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And making the catch on the floater, that's Landry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And again, it's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there.
All right, here we go. 319.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Set. 319.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Looking to throw. Maddox dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone! Here we go now. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun. Maddox. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Browns are in. Touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Maddox. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Maddox looking long for Westbrook. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Mayfield to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
The penalty. It's Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Mayfield on play action. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end, Njoku. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Here's Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Mayfield again. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Throwing, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Fournette, a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on second down. Maddox. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Maddox. Lee's got it over the middle. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the toss, here's Johnson. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Maddox. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joe Schobert coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Maddox. He's got the hook up to Lee. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff to Fournette. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Fournette proven to be even more dangerous this year than as a rookie. As the Jags come up 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down, Maddox, and that's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Maddox. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They go play action here on 1st down. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch him now, Barney.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 319. 319.
They get it to him running left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Nate Gehring. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. But I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity that if it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mayfield now. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Malik Jackson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mayfield. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Gone. 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 Gone.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Around the NFL 3rd quarter from Foxborough. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Dante Fowler able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. 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 Detroit. Detroit.
Mayfield looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun. Maddox. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Hurry up, here we go.
1st down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Set. Green, 39.
2nd down, Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. Able to avoid him at the 40. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Mayfield to throw it underneath for Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Mayfield with it once more. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Hyde. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Pass.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Maddox. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the run, it's Fournette. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now, after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
Now the ball comes loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Looking to throw. Maddox escapes the sack. Flush to his right. Flushed out right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Avery Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing.